Hello everyone. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded any video because I was busy with an important entrance exam, and now that this is done, we are all ready to make new videos. So today let's talk about scalping trades. As you might have seen on my channel, I don't do much of scalping. So these were my initial efforts in catching some scalp trades, and I wanted to share it with you all. Mm, so let's start with first trade, which was on Tuesday, first of April. Here. So back then, this was the all-time high. The price had come around here, and we got one entry in Asian. We'll discuss about that first. There was no major structure on higher time frame because all the order blocks, 1 hour order blocks, were far away, because this was one 1 hour order block, and this was an 1 hour order block, which we weren't sure if it would take. The entire point of having a scalp trade is to capture these temporary quick movements. So we are not thinking about price going to this order block or this order block. It could possibly have gone there, but it was still far away, and that wasn't going to be our target because there was one more order block here on 1 hour. Wait, this was the 1 hour order block. Price was here somewhere. So now let's see how I captured. Sorry, just a minute. So let's see how I captured the Asian setup. We'll go to 15 minutes first, and we'll see what happened before the before the Asian session started. You will see there was this one 15-minute order block. Let me mark this in black. It tapped this 15-minute order block, and then it gave a move. Okay, this is where the Asian session started. So let's see what happened on even lower time frame, since we are scalping and we are trying to capture the moves of a single session and not something over days. Okay, so if you zoom in on 5-minute time frame, you will see that okay, this 15-minute order block was respected, and then later one more 5-minute order block got created, and there was this FVG above it. So I have marked 5-minute order block as well as its FVG. You will see in the beginning of Asian session, the price took this order block as a support. Now if we go even lower on 1-minute time frame, you will find your entry, because since this 5-minute order block got created, then to ensure and confirm your entry, either you could have waited for this market structure shift, because it did not take the order block, it only took its FVG. So you could have waited till here, or you could have entered on the first green candle itself as well. So if you would have entered here on the first green candle, you had nothing much to lose, because see, I'll show the scenario. because the stop loss is very minimum, right? I'll remove this. Then for target, let's go to 5-minute time frame. You will see all of this is a low resistance liquidity. What do I mean by low resistance liquidity? Is that it's made up of FVGs, and there are no order blocks as such in that to obstruct the price. The only order block there was this minor one, which, wait, I'll show it to you. The only order block was this one, which is a weak order block because its liquidity got taken by the next candle. Its upper side liquidity got taken. So this is a weak order block. That means the price will go to take this liquidity. This here, swing highs liquidity. So you could have made this 1:1, 1:2 trade, and even if you go to even higher time frame like 15-minute, sorry, where were we? Yes, now that you see, once this order block on 15 minutes, let's say the price was traveling and it met this 15-minute order block and it pierced through this, so that means you know that next stop for you is this order block right here on 15-minute, because there is nothing to obstruct it on the left hand side. Let me mark the order block. Wait. This 15-minute order block. So now your target becomes here, which is 1:4. Anyway, I wasn't able to capture this trade because I woke up late. It's just that I found it. My sir was live and I found it through him, and that's why I felt like sharing it with you, because it was my first time trying out scalping or diving into scalping, and I thought this perspective was interesting, so I thought of sharing it with you guys. Next, what happened, we'll remove these drawings, or maybe we'll just keep them. You got a second trade here. If you see, I'll draw premium and discount from this swing high to this swing low. This was one swing leg, right? So we draw premium discount on this. The price came in the premium zone, and after Asian it gave you a fall again back to the discount zone. Now where did it take the support? If you go, there is nothing on 15-minute time frame, right? Only this order block which was already taken in the morning before Asian. So what gave it a support? To check that, we'll go to 1 hour time frame. And if you see on 1 hour time frame, when the price was moving upward in Asian, this 1 hour order block got created. We'll mark it as orange. Okay, this 1 hour order block got created, and no wonder the price went even lower than that. But what is important is that it closed above it. It was only able to get its wick through that and not the body. So this will still consider as being respected. Okay, then we'll go to 15 minutes, and you could have entered here on this green rejection candle itself, or even if you would have waited for a while, it would have been fine. um, Price mostly consolidated on 15 minutes time frame. Then we'll go to 5 minute to find more clarity. And you will see, if you would have waited for 5 minutes and 1 minute confirmation, then you would have got a perfect entry without a lot of stress. Because if you would have entered on this rejection candle itself, there could always be this fear that if the because the price has already pierced the 1 hour order block with its wick, even though it wasn't its body, but still the wick pierced the order block. So you will always have that lingering fear that will the price go down. That's why it's better for you to wait for a confirmation on the lower time frames, like 5 minute and 1 minute. So here on 5 minutes, you'll see this order block got created. This one. Okay. And if I mark its FVG2, then it was this area. And price started taking support from here. So now you had the confirmation, now you had the confidence to enter in a trade here with a very minimal stop loss right below the order block. Now where could your target be? All of this is a low resistance liquidity. You could have kept it up till here, but the price did not go that long. Let's see what was the reason. We'll check 15-minute time frame. On 15 minutes, you find this order block here. So it's safe to keep your take profit till this level. And you got a nice 1:2.6 ratio. I was able to capture this trade, and I captured it right from this area. My take profit was pretty low because I've been trying to pass a funding challenge, which requires me to have 15% of consistency score. So it is important for me to retain my profits rather than to make large profits, and that's why I booked it early. So anyway, this was the second scalp. This was the second scalp trade on from Tuesday. Now let's check today's trade. Today's scalp trade in New York session. Today we also had news. I'll remove all this first. I'll also remove the session. We'll go to 1 day time frame, and a few minutes before the news, let's say 30 minutes before, the price was here. Wait, I'll draw. The body was here. This is today's candle, and its body was here. Now if you see, I'll remove this. There was this swing highs liquidity that it was tapping. Next, even if you go on a lower time frame, there are no major order blocks in this entire region. Yeah, this is one, but it's very far away, and it has a minor FVG. So the only strong POI that we could find was this 4-hour order block. So 4-hour order block along with swing highs liquidity, and we'll also find something on 1 hour here. There is this 1 hour POI, 1 hour order block. Price tapped exactly to that region. So all this makes up a unicorn setup. What do we mean by unicorn setup? It's nothing but a setup which has multiple POIs at a place. which makes it even stronger. So since there are so many 4-hour, 1-hour liquidity, all these POIs are there. Because of it, it becomes difficult for the price to go past it. So now if we go on lower time frames, let's go even lower and we'll turn on the session. When I had opened the laptop, the price was here somewhere. Now let me tell you how to go about this, how do we analyze it, how do we think of what is right in this scenario. You see that there is a unicorn setup down here. What else do you see? You see there is a 15-minute order block here. We'll mark 15-minute order block with black. There's a unicorn setup down here, there is a 15-minute order block here, and the price is in a major downtrend. It's falling since the morning. So there could only be two possibilities. Either it goes up or it goes down. Now, since it's falling since morning, it makes sense for us to think that it should retrace, not even if not much, but it should retrace at least a little before continuing its way below. So there were two possibilities. It retraces and then it falls, or it retraces and continues its move upward. Now we don't know what it is going to do, but what we do know for certain is that it is going to retrace. And scalping is all about capturing those small moves. That's why even a retracement could be a 1:2 or 1:3 move for us while we are scalping. So what we'll do is we'll go on lower time frame, 5 minutes. We'll start marking the order blocks. So when the price was here, when this all wasn't formed, this was one 5-minute order block which it broke, and it started taking support from this unicorn level, unicorn setup levels. Okay, now we go to 1 minute time frame. So when it starts taking support from this unicorn level, it's important for us to gain confidence. So we'll go even lower in terms of time frames, and on 1 minute time frame we'll see if there are any FVGs being created, any order blocks being created, and you will find there was this order block which got created. It's also red candle, so we can say that it is an advanced order block, and there was this FVG, advanced order block in FVG. So price started taking support from there also. If that wasn't enough for you, it created one more order block and took exact support from here. So this is where I entered. I'll show you. This was the place where I entered. The stop loss below this order block, and the first probable TP was this swing high liquidity. There was also a threat of this order block pushing it down, but so it depends on you how much profit you're willing to take. For me, this much was enough, since I was trying to retain my profits. It was anyway giving me 1:2, so I booked my profits here. But the ideal action for you to take, if you had plans to hold the trade and wait for your profits, and there was no pressure on you to retain them, then you can see this swing low. If you draw that, this should have been your take profit. I'll go on 5-minute time frame and I'll tell you why. Because what you do is you wait for the price to take out this order block. Once you see that this order block has got taken, the next point from where the price might get blocked was this order block on 5 minutes. And then there was also this swing low liquidity. So the next best profit for you becomes this swing low liquidity. Now I'll also tell you how to manage such trades. Suppose if you are doing something like what I am doing, where I'm trying to retain my profits, minimize my losses, there are strict rules that I need to follow in order to pass that funded account, funding challenge. So what you can do is you go on 1 minute time. What you could have done here was you go to 1 minute time frame, and while your trade is working, now you saw that, wait, I'll remove this for a while. Okay, no, I need it. What you saw that the trade started respecting this order block and it went up. Then it respected another order block and again went up. So what was the possible thing that could have obstructed it on its way? It was this 1 minute order block. Now it depends on this 1 minute order block whether the price goes down from here or whether the price retraces a little, takes support from this order block and then goes up. So these are the two scenarios, or the price directly breaks upwards. These are the three scenarios. So everything was dependent on what happens after this order block. And let's say it goes up, it's not a problem for us. It retraces a little and then again goes up, not a problem for us. But the problem for us starts when the price taps this order block and then comes down again and doesn't take a support from this remaining, this order block which was left untapped, and it directly pierces below it. If that happens, if this last order block gets pierced, gets broken, then we know that there is no hope for us to sit upwards, to sit for an upward trend. There is no hope for us for a retracement. Yes, there was a possibility of a Judah swing, but then we don't. What our point was to retain our profits and minimize our losses. So for us to not drop into very risky trades, because the price was already showing these signs of 1 minute order blocks being formed and being respected. So if it would have broken everything, then we would have again have to wait for another 1 minute order blocks to be formed and uh, for them to get respected. So that would have been the procedure. But in this trade, what we understand was everything was dependent on this last order block being respected or not being respected. So it makes sense for us to keep our stop loss just below this in order to save our capital, in order to save our profits. And that is how you manage your trades. Suppose your stop loss was here, your price went up, this region came and you were concerned what would happen after this. So what you do is just shift this order block here, because now you know the only deciding factor in this trade is this last order block. Whether it gets broken or respected, that decides whether our trade is going to be successful or not. That's why it's perfect for you to keep your stop loss below it. So this was my today's trade. I booked till here because I was happy with it. Anyway, so this is how I tapped a little into scalping. And let me know what other videos, what other topics would you want me to cover, if you're liking this or not. And I'll be coming up with more videos soon. So till then, take care. Bye. You can ask your doubts in the comment sections below. Thank you so much.